If you haven't watched this video yet, I recommend watching it before moving on to the next.
Given the millions of other people who were treated the very same way, where does that leave us?
Given the current economic conditions, many families are struggling to make ends meet. Given his experience in the field, John was the obvious choice for the project lead. Given the circumstances, postponing the event seemed like the most sensible decision.
Given the millions of other people who were treated the very same way, where does that leave us?
After discussing this issue, where does that leave us? We've looked into all the options but are unsure which one to choose. So, where does that leave us in terms of our plans? Given the current economic situation, should we adjust our investment strategy? Where does that leave us financially?
Yeah, I fear it's just a matter of time before our intel services, which do an amazing job, by the way, not discrediting them.
It's just a matter of time before we find a solution. His success is just a matter of time. He's prepared for it. The widespread adoption of this technology is just a matter of time as more people begin to embrace it.
On top of that, increasingly concerning is the potential for a coordinated attack here in the homeland.
On top of that, we need to consider the issue of costs. The project is already quite complex, and on top of that, there's a significant time pressure. He already has a high-paying job, and on top of that, he inherited a substantial sum of money, so his financial situation is quite stable.
Given how catastrophic our withdrawal was and the loss of life that took place, it doesn't seem like sending troops back now is on the table.
Given the current economic downturn, it doesn't seem like a salary increase is possible this year. Given her lack of experience in management, it doesn't seem like she'll be promoted to team leader anytime soon. Given the weather forecast for heavy rain, it doesn't seem like the outdoor event will go ahead as planned.
Given how catastrophic our withdrawal was and the loss of life that took place, it doesn't seem like sending troops back now is on the table.
The company's new proposal to increase employee benefits is currently on the table for discussion at the next board meeting. After hours of negotiation, a compromise on the budget was finally put on the table by both sides. The issue of climate change is on the table for international leaders to address at the upcoming summit.
But given the fact that terror organizations are on the rise there, would it be safer for us here at home if we did have a presence there?
Would it be more convenient if we installed a new software system to streamline our operations? Would it be more effective if we allocated more resources to marketing campaigns to reach a wider audience? Would it be safer if we implemented stricter security measures to protect our sensitive data from cyber attacks?
Had Biden not given away Bagram, we would have been much safer and could have attacked ISIS-K right where they are, and they would be on the run and not plotting attacks by coming through our southern border.
Had she not missed the train, she would have arrived on time for the meeting. Had they not invested in that risky stock, they would have saved a significant amount of money. Had I not taken that job offer, I would have regretted it.
What deliverables must Biden walk away with in order for this G7 to be considered a success, John?
What insights did the team walk away with after attending the conference? Despite the challenges, the negotiators managed to walk away with a favorable agreement. The students were thrilled to walk away with awards for their outstanding performances in the competition.
What he has to do is he has to push back on them, and he has to show that somehow he's able to make it across the finish line because they're ready to bail on him right now.
After months of hard work and dedication, she finally crossed the finish line and completed her first marathon. The team collaborated effectively and managed to cross the finish line on time with the project deliverables. Despite facing numerous obstacles, the entrepreneur remained determined and eventually crossed the finish line by launching a successful startup.
And you know what they're telling him, Todd, is they're telling him that hate to break it to you, Biden, but they're looking at the polls that he's looking at, and they say,
I hate to break it to you, but the project deadline has been moved up by a week. Hate to break it to you, but the company has decided to downsize and your department will be affected. I hate to break it to you, but your flight has been canceled due to bad weather.
Back to the drawing board on that one as well. John, thank you so much for joining us.
After receiving feedback from users, the development team realized they needed to go back to the drawing board and redesign the user interface. The initial prototype didn't meet the client's requirements, so we're going back to the drawing board to come up with a better solution. Our marketing campaign didn't achieve the desired results, so it's back to the drawing board to brainstorm new strategies.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.